So which comes first, the fish or the tank? I am here with Miss Blankenship, who is actually a wildlife biologist,
Yep.
to give us the answer.
So, as much fun as it might be to pick out the fish that you want, you definitely need to have your tank set up first. If you don't have your tank set up first and you let it properly cycle for about a month, then there is not going to be any beneficial bacteria in your tank. And what that beneficial bacteria does is it breaks down all the pee and the poop from the fish that are in the water, and it breaks that down and it converts it into something that's less harmful to the fish. So if you just get a fish in a tank on the same day and you throw that fish in that tank and there's no filter, there's no nothing in there, that fish is probably gonna die. You might get lucky and it might live, but it's probably gonna die because it's gonna basically suffocate in its own waste because there's nothing in that water that'll break it down. So like these fish have all of this up here that filters out the waste, the ammonia and the nitrites. And then they also have a filter, a second filter in here, and live plants in the tank that pull that waste. And they break it down and make it into something that's safer for them to be in. But you still have to do weekly water changes. So I still have to take about half the water out of that tank every week and replace it with clean water. But yeah, so in my professional opinion, the tank should come before the fish. It's good to know how many fish you want to have and the type of fish you want to have so that you know the size of the tank. Because like we're gonna have rainbow trout in this tank. This is a 75-gallon tank. And so this is empty, and it will be empty for about a month or so, and then we will put the rainbow trout eggs in there. But if we just threw those eggs in there now, they'd all die.
What is that?
So this runs water from the tank up in here, and this is the filter for this tank. So there are these things called bioballs in there, and the beneficial bacteria collects on the mat that's in here and in the bioballs, and that breaks down all the waste from the fish. And so I have to, because there's no fish in there right now, put beneficial bacteria in there, and then it establishes itself in that filter. And then that's just cooler because the water has to be really cool for trout. So,
All right, well, there you have it. Thank you for your expertise.
you're welcome.
So which comes first, the fish or the tank? The tank.
The tank.